Hello people, I am Jaby Koay, joined by KIRK, and we're looking at ASHISH CHANCHLANI's Science versus Commerce, Chapter 1 by ASHISH CHANCHLANI. This is from ASHISH CHANCHLANI Vines, the YouTube channel. If you haven't already, I'm sure you have, subscribe to his channel, link in the description below, and also give the original video an upvote. There's 52.5 million views on this video, so I imagine that any of you watching have probably seen the original. But if you haven't, and this is your first time, then make sure to give the original video an upvote. Thank you, ASHISH CHANCHLANI, for allowing us to do this. Still want to do some kind of collab with you, another video with you, if you're open to it. And anyway. So. By the way, if you're wondering what the hell's going on with the background, this is just a temporary thing. If you're very, very curious, link in the description below. At the very top of the description, we'll explain it. And there should also maybe be a button around us somewhere that pops up that you can click on, and there'll also be a button at the end of this video. So, here we go.
यह वीडियो काल्पनिक है। यह वीडियो किसी भी समुदाय, समाज, स्ट्रीम, फील्ड की इंसल्ट नहीं करता। यह सिर्फ मनोरंजन पर्पस के लिए है। इसे कृपया करके सीरियसली ना लीजिए और इसको एंजॉय कीजिए।
I'm taking it seriously. I'm offended.
इस दुनिया में 3 तरह की फील्ड्स होती है, कॉमर्स, साइंस और वो जो तुम्हारे माँ बाप देख के बोले ये कौन सी फील्ड है, ये क्यों कर रहे हो, इससे अच्छा पढ़ाई कर लेते। चलो शुरू करते आज का वीडियो।
Hey, yo. Yo. Check 1. Check 2. Yeah. Check. Yo. Check me out.
Sheep.
Team on my back. I do it all for the family.
इतना ड्रग्स किया माँ बाप ने घर से निकाल दिया। मैं इधर ही सोते हैं, चल साथ में सोते।
Everyone that they can rap.
साले बैठने के लिए जगह ही नहीं देते। आज बैठूंगा।
Nobody ever gonna challenge me.
I love how proud he is.
जपना।
They can make it in one day. I just been ready to take off.
Just rubbing his teeth.
Never be turning around. Never be turning around. Never be slowing it down. Never be slowing it down.
प्रोटीन्स, कार्ब्स और फैट, ये 3 मैक्रोस ट्रैक करेगा ना, वेट लॉस झक मार के होगा। बहुत आसान।
क्या पकाते हो ना तुम साइंस वाले, ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं होता है, समझा? तुम लोग ऐसे फेंकते रहते हो, सब नकली है सब।
क्यों बे कॉमर्स के जाहिल? हाँ, न्यूट्रिशन नाम की कोई चीज नहीं होती। 1 साल मेहनत की ना तब जाके वेट लॉस हुआ है मेरा।
तेरा 1 साल लगाना, मैं 1 सेकंड में वेट कम कर सकता हूँ।
अच्छा 1 सेकंड में? 1 सेकंड में?
हाँ 1 सेकंड में।
कैसे?
ये देख,
ये
ये लाइक ऐप।
क्या?
अभी देख, इसमें मैं 1 सेकंड में कैसे पतला हो जाता हूँ। हो गया ना पतला?
ये क्या है?
ये लाइक ऐप का न्यू शेपिंग मैजिक फीचर है। इसमें तो ऐसे पतला हो सकता है, ऐसा 1 सेकंड में। मेरे को गुजरात में उल्लासनगर का आमिर खान बुलाते, तेरे को पता है?
तुम सब कॉमर्स वाले साले अनपढ़ जाहिल जुगाड़ ढूंढने, बस जुगाड़ ढूंढने हर चीज में।
ए पढ़े लिखे गवार साइंस के, हम है तो तुम हो, समझे? हम कॉमर्स वालों की वजह से तुम साइंस वाले जिंदा हो।
अबे तुम जिस बिल्डिंग में बैठे हो ना, हम इंजीनियरों ने बनाई है।
और तुम इंजीनियर की पगार कौन चलाता है? हम चलाते तुम्हारी पगार, समझे? जा देता हूं, तुम्हें एंड में सैलरी देता हूं, चले।
अबे जब बीमार पड़ेगा ना, हम डॉक्टरों के पास मत आना इलाज करवाने।
और जब तुम्हारे पिछवाड़े में पैसे ज्यादा बढ़ गए ना, तुम सीए के पास मत आना टैक्स बचाने।
अबे सीए जाके पढ़ाई कर, चल पूरी जिंदगी अटेम्प्ट में निकल गई तेरी तो।
अबे वो 60 साल के पीएचडी करने वाले वानबी डॉक्टर, तू निकल चल।
चल पुली हुई बेंजीन रिंग, चल निकल।
अबे ओ सेंट्री एक्सपेंसेस निकल आते, चल।
अबे चल कैशियर, चल कैशियर।
चबे नर्स की औलाद,
क्या बोला बे?
नर्स की औलाद।
हेलो मेरी कितनी आई? मैथ्स, फिजिक्स, केमिस्ट्री। शिट सिर्फ 90%। क्या मैं इंजीनियर बनूंगा? क्या मेरा बाप मेरी शादी कराएगा? क्या मैं खुद बाप बन पाऊंगा? क्या होगा मेरा? कॉमर्स वाले क्यों नाच रहे? ये क्या हुआ? बोर्ड में फर्स्ट है? अबे नहीं। तो डिस्ट्रिक्ट में फर्स्ट है? अबे नहीं। अबे तो कॉलेज में फर्स्ट है क्या? क्लास में आए क्या फर्स्ट?
अबे सिर्फ एक सब्जेक्ट में फेल हुए हैं, वो भी 6 महीने में क्लियर।
अबे तू कौन है बे? तू क्यों नाच रहा है?
अरे मैं तो आर्ट्स वाला हूँ। तो नाचते हुए देखा तो मैं भी नाचने लग गया। चल एक्सेल तो डाल दिया। बेस तो फेवरेट में है ना? साले ने पिछली बार फेल किया था, आई होप इस बार सही कलर आ जाए। इतना फिलिंग दे। सर देखो आ गया सर।
वाओ, सुपर, ऑसम, क्या बात है।
थैंक यू सर।
तुम्हें तो पूरे 10 मार्क मिलेंगे 50 में से। क्या बनाया ये? हाँ, अबे टाइट्रेशन पॉइंट कब का निकल गया, गोवा भी पहुंच गया। पकड़िए
सर वो ये सर
अबे निकल सर। वर क्या साला शरबत बनाते हैं और बोलते सोल्यूशन है। 90% आया यानी कि साइंस लेना है। हाँ क्या हुआ? आज का टॉपिक है लायबिलिटीज एंड एसेट। ठीक है, तो ये मैं एक्सप्लेन नहीं करूंगा, ये तुम लोग एक्सप्लेन करोगे। कौन करेगा एक्सप्लेन? अबे मुंह छुपा ना भैया निकलेगी।
It's actually really easy.
आशीष। What is the difference between liabilities and assets?
सर अभी देखो सर कैसा है सर, लाइबिलिटी है सर, एसेट है, लाइबिलिटी बड़ा है, एसेट छोटा है। बड़े छोटे में डिफरेंस देखते नहीं, बड़ा होता है, छोटा होता है। तो बड़े छोटे में क्या डिफरेंस सर? यही डिफरेंस है। ताली बजाओ यार, इतना अच्छा आंसर दिया यार, ताली बजाओ यार।
तो बेटा उठ, आंसर बता नहीं तो बीके में फेल कर दूंगा।
मतलब मैंने आपको सही जवाब नहीं दिया तो आप मेरे को फेल करोगे ना?
हाँ
ठीक है, मैं आपको सही जवाब देता हूँ। सर कुछ दिनों पहले आपके फोन नाम के एसेट पर आपकी लाइबिलिटी पूजा का मैसेज आया था, जिससे आपने लोन के नाम पे न्यूड्स मांगे थे। बोलो आपको स्क्रीनशॉट के नाम का रेंट दूं सर?
अरे बेटा ये नाराज हो गया बच्चा। अरे बैठ बेटा बैठ। 100 मार्क्स बच्चे को, 100 मार्क्स। अगले 10 साल तक 100 मिलेंगे बेटा। चुप करके बेटा, आराम से बेटा। मैं आगे नेक्स्ट।
It's like all girls.
It's like a clown car.
What?
They're all just getting.
Yeah, they're just getting out.
This whole video is making me ask why you would pursue
God.
science over commerce if this is the case.
कैसे बताऊँ इसको how much I love her.
Higher
It's
status.
a guy.
आज भी मेरा favorite top पहन के आई है. कितनी cute लग रही है.
It's a guy,
Maybe I
right?
should go.
No,
It's a girl?
Come on, Ashish, you can do it.
I think it's a girl.
आज बोल दे अपने दिल की बात. Come on.
It's a dude. It's got a beard.
शांति. मुझे तुमसे कुछ कहना है.
क्या है?
See? I called it!
क्या कहना है? मेरे को
फीमेल और मेल हार्मोन के बीच का डिफरेंस जानना था, तो पता चल गया। थैंक यू।
Okay, maybe my understanding of asset and liability is different from like an accounting class or something like that.
Right.
But a long time ago, I read the book Rich Dad Poor Dad, and I've said it on this channel before. But in Rich Dad Poor Dad, they break it down into a very simple idea. Liabilities take money out of your pocket, assets put money into your pocket.
Right.
And oftentimes in the adult world, like those two can get conflated and people get confused. Like they think a house is an asset, but it is a liability if it's only taking money out of your pocket and it's not making you money. Like in terms of rich people speak, in terms of like the wealthiest of the wealthy, assets put money in your pocket. And if it's taking money out of your pocket, if it's not generating wealth, it's liability.
Gotcha.
But the way he broke it down with the lady who is his liability and what
It's
that was.
always Pooja as well.
Oh, is it really?
It just seems like Pooja keeps coming back in all his videos. She's always like the girl.
The butt of the joke. Maybe Pooja was a girl who like dumped him or something, or like broke his heart at one point. So he's like, I'm gonna use your name forever.
Who knows?
You're always going to be the butt of my jokes. This video, like, I mean, I have to watch chapter 2 to see what he says there, because even from the thumbnail, it looks like science is happier than commerce. But this video makes it feel like commerce is way more enjoyable than science, but your ability to affect the world in a positive way is stronger with science.
Well, I think also the careers that you can get by doing a science track, at least in India, are the careers that are most coveted. So you're either going to be a doctor or an engineer. You know, there's more status there than like, oh, you did commerce. It's easier to study than science.
Yeah.
That's why he's stereotyping the students as being more slackery or
Able to get up late.
Able to get up late, and they like to party.
Whereas
and
the
they
science
have
guy
fun.
can study in the shower, has to study in the shower.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so you study commerce, you're gonna end up an accountant or something like that, which is still a great career, but you're no doctor.
But he shows them with all the women. I'm like, well, that sounds like the job that I would want. Like,
Yeah, that's you
like,
though.
yeah, but like, he's obviously going to outline a little bit more in detailed in chapter 2. As far as this video goes, like, why would you even consider choosing science or engineering over commerce? Immediately, it made me think of things like Wall Street or Wolf of Wall Street, this is a more recent one, or what's the one with the Phoebe's brother from Friends? I forgot his name.
Oh, Giovanni Ribisi?
Is that his name?
Yeah.
Boiler Room. Money and finance is so romanticized in those movies. That's what I can have if I get into that world. As you know, it's like, it makes it look really sexy, even though it's kind of scary.
Also, accounting can be super boring too.
Oh, okay, yeah, I'm well aware of that. There was this job I had back in the day when I was between jobs. I was doing a temp job for Disney for 6 weeks, where my job was to scan Disney's financial documents and put it on this server. And it was the most like horrifying job in terms of, it was just like the most boring job I've ever done.
Yeah.
So bored, I'm already bored telling the story. I was near accountants in the room who were like investigating Disney, like, because every jobs have that, right? Where you always have like that person who's there to make sure you're doing your shit right. I was next to the enemy, and they were accountants, and it just like talking to them, like, your job is so boring. It sounds so like dreadful to just go turn into work every day. Like you're just crunching numbers and oh Lord, it's not exciting at all. Whereas at least with science, you're on the frontier of cutting edge stuff that's going to affect change in humanity. I mean, depending on what aspect of science you're dealing with, right?
Right.
Because you could just be filling prescription pills at a pharmacy.
Could be a nurse.
Okay, you could be a nurse. You know-
Nurses are very important though, and
They
in
are
many
important.
ways they do much more than doctors do.
One of the cool things about seeing this video was that I felt like I had seen Ashish Chanchlani's characters, like the versatility of his characters that he's able to do. And here I saw another character that I hadn't seen from him before.
Right.
And it's like, it's all subtle differences, but I just felt like this was a different dude. The one who was arguing when he was showing the app that made him thinner right away, whoever
Yeah.
that dude is different from all the other characters I've seen him do so far.
Right.
And so I like that Ashish Chanchlani is able to put on this outfit in terms of a personality and be these different people. It takes skill to be able to be different characters.
Yes.
And he does a very good job of doing that. That scene where the dude is sitting in the chair and he's like, oh my gosh, I only got 90%. It made me feel bad for students. Like 90% is actually really good. And that's the joke, obviously, right?
Yeah.
That he did well, he still did well, but he considers himself a failure. Just like we saw that video the other day with Tanmay Bhatt,
Yeah.
where the kid got 499 out of 500 points, which was like excellent. And his dad was like, yeah, I thought he could have done better. It's like, damn, dude, damn. Like, cut him some slack. That was damn near perfect.
Yeah.
Imperceptible difference between that imperfect.
But the competition is so fierce, right? That unless you get 99%, 100%, you're there, you've got 90%, it's a great score, but there's probably hundreds or thousands of other students who also received a 90% because everybody's super smart. So
Right.
how do you stand out from the crowd?
What it made me realize in watching this was that, because like this has 52 million views, 52.5 million views, and it's not just because he's funny. Ashish Chanchlani. It's not just because he's funny. It's also because I think that, you know how hip hop music for Americans, a lot of young kids who are like going through tough times and whatnot, there's this escapism that they get from music, like this relatability, like, oh my God, they get me. I think that's what this video provides in a lot of Ashish Chanchlani's videos, is that relatability and that catharticness, because watching it is like, oh my gosh, he gets me. He gets the struggle. I think that it's just awesome that he makes those videos that people can relate to. I'm sure that there's a number of these views came from repeat viewings, because there are people who watch this and they go, wow, this like connects with me so well, and so they watch it again and again and again. That's my theory anyway. If that's true for any of you, please do let me know in the comments below. Check out Achara KIRK on the social media, as well as the jabs if you feel like doing that, Instagram, Twitter, all that good stuff. And again, make sure to subscribe to Ashish Chanchlani Vines and give the original video an upvote if you haven't done so already. Check out our other reactions, reviews, short films, vlogs, and interviews. Our interview with Ashish Chanchlani, in fact. I am Jaby Koay. This is
Achara KIRK.
Peace out. Did you say yeah, but not really?
No.
Because you went like, I thought I saw your mouth go, and you're like, nope, not gonna say anything.
I went like this.
Oh, okay. I thought
I
you were
did a
saying,
winky
I thought you were gonna say yeah, and you're like, no, he's not done talking. I'm just gonna shut up.
I mean, that happens a lot too.
What are you trying to say?